another, I think, yeah, T-72. Oh, he's tracked, actually. T-72 gets tracked from the south side. Trying to figure out where exactly, and oh, that might have been just in time. That is an IED bike, and I think he rolled up just close enough. And it does! IED bike with a massive kill on the T-72 right outside cemetery. Tracked just in time, and the Insurgents scratch one huge MBT. Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky where we take a look at a game squad from the top down. In this one, we've got the Russians up against the Insurgents on Fallujah. This is Fallujah Invasion V2, and it's the 6th separate tank brigade for the Russians up against the irregular battle group for the Insurgents. Going conventional versus unconventional is already a bit of asymmetry, but the Russians here did something I wasn't expecting and actually went full armor for an urban fight. Fallujah is usually death when it comes to vehicles. You send them in there, after a couple minutes, you blow up, you waste a whole bunch of tickets, and GG's. Well, as you can see from the length of this video, this is a really competitive game of invasion, and the Russians really use their vehicles well, while the Insurgents also played extremely well, and I want you to pay attention to something I haven't seen for a while. The Insurgents do what's called an IED factory, where they actually have a smaller squad that helps support their team by constantly putting out IED bikes, techies, logies, whatever, to harass and disrupt the enemy team. Between the two sides, this is probably one of the better invasions of Fallujah that I have seen in a very long time. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab some snacks. You're in for a long one, but enjoy it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg or here on YouTube. If I'm not uploading a video on that actual day, then I'm dual streaming on both platforms, so pick your platform of choice and I'll see you there. But that's it for me. Until next time, peace. All right, Eye in the Sky, and this is Fallujah. Fallujah Invasion V2. We are on board with the Russians on the west side of Fallujah attacking over the bridge against the Insurgents defending, and they have the main way on the east side. So I don't think this layer faction combo we've seen before map voting. Russians attacking pretty much where you usually would see the Marine Corps, so should be a lot of fun. We also have the Russian 6th separate tank brigade against the irregular fire support group from the Insurgents. What that means is that we have a lot of vehicles. So a few MTLB Logis, Kamaz Transport, MTLBs with the PKT machine gun and the VMKs, as well as 2 BMP2s and 2 T-72s. Insurgents have a bunch of their Logis. They're irregular fire support, so not armored, but they do have a T-62 and a couple BMP1s, an anti-aircraft truck, 2 of them, 2 rocket techies, and 2 SPG techies. So it's going to be chaotic. First point over to Cemetery, then TV Station, Commercial District North, Bazaar, and then Market. And let's see. Usually, Fallujah can be tricky if, and it's a big if you don't go together. You got to attack the first point as a group, and if you try to overthink it, go up and around, try to get some weird flanking hab, usually it doesn't end too well, so we'll have to see. Just as staging ends, and we are a go. Russians going to be rolling out here. They do have, these BTRs are amphibious, so if they do choose, they can go right across the river and they don't have to stay on the bridge. And, well, the tank's going. So, initial push, both tanks are separating. I don't know why the T-72 is going off on his own, because you actually have Insurgents off to the left. You can't see them since they're hiding around the berms, but you got Insurgent anti-tank lurking in wait. And this is kind of ballsy. First round flying, and he's trying to knock out some infantry. But nice little hold down position, actually, with this map asset. Oh, and there it goes. RPG deflects off the first.
Something called in market, and I'll send assets on it.
And we see here They still got plenty of room to move around, so RPGs from way downtown, so don't really have to worry about it. But hold on a sec, Loyalty out here with the Dishka. And something's popping down south. Nothing too crazy just yet. Loyalty, that was a little big question marks on this. And oh my god, that's an IED, that's why. UB-32 rockets now hitting the bridge. IED truck gets absolutely obliterated by the T-72. And now you got motorbike actually getting shot off down there, and the push, the main push, is actually down south here. So you have, it's actually a really interesting division that they have right now, the Russians. They have the main armor holding the bridge heads. So one tank on the north bridge, one tank on the south bridge, supported by an MTL or a BTR. And you've actually had some of the MTLBs, they cross the river. So it's kind of like these, they're like the old school tanks in like MMOs. The tanks are taking the aggro from the insurgents, while the infantry, as we can see, Tiger, PayPal, 54 Bravo, Stiffers, Anderson, they're able to set up a fob. And it's in a pretty good position. If we take, we put our outlines here, this is the capture zone, these rectangular prisms right where Operator, Star Killer, Dream, Senpai, Flump, all these guys. So not too bad. It's a little far, but you also have Squad 3. They set up a fob just north of it, so you're gonna have the insurgents start to get kind of sandwiched here. And with the tanks being very conservative right now, I really like how smart they're playing. And just as I say that, tanks are rolling into the city. Hold on a second. Well, that's a BTR, rather. Take a look at it. Yeah, so insurgents have to defend the north and south side. BTR looks like he got hit. I think that's Mr. Blue in the BTR there. So a little damage. Yellow means not feeling too good, but can still take a shot or two. The big one here, another BTR just pushing right into the city. I like it. These mechanized units, you have to take advantage of every single vehicle you have. And right here, I mean, the Russians are. It's much easier. It's safer to move in this this APC. Obviously, it's not the strongest of things, but much better than nothing. And infantry completely dismounting, going to take Grizzly pretty much by surprise. And they are just about 2 blocks away from the objective. Pushing in Abu Hajar, Captain John, Lord of the Debs. I think they just completely missed. I don't know, and here it goes. On the roof, he calls it out just as he gets shot. Uh-oh, and there he sees it. The chase has begun.
They see us building the fob.
Absolutely lasered. But, oh, he threw a grenade. He goes down fighting. Insurgent takes one with him. But the issue is you should see this fob now pop up as a mark. Yep, Insurgents smart to mark this hab, so he might have gone down. But the more important thing that Grizzly did was get eyes on the hab area. And ooh, Fritz and Beepers, they are going to be destroying this fob. That's going to be a free 20 tickets. And hold on, pardon the quick camera movement. We have, what is here? Wondering if this is an IED techie or just a Dishka. Looks like just Dishka, no IEDs on top of it. But he's starting to scout out some positions here, and the BNP has now found it. BNP firing into the hab here, and you got RPG just above him, top left, and RPG 26. Not the strongest of RPGs, but can definitely track this BNP. RPG, oh, and he injures him! RPG from the rafters, the radio you can see right in front of us is halfway down, so not able to spawn in, but BMP.
Squad 9, can you help us with the AAD
doing a little bit of work here. Insurgents. Well, they need to be careful and hold on a second. RPG from behind now. You love to see it. RPG into the rear of the BMP. Now, oh wait, what? Insurgents, what are you made of? It just keeps on hammering away. It's the splash damage doing nothing. I could have sworn he would have been donezo. RPG apparently not working at all against this BMP. It was the back plate of the BMP, so maybe that's why that backside of the BMP is kind of strong, but you should at least kill the infantry. Oh!
Damn, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Coax knocks out 2. Throws the grenade, but you have enough time for Insurgent. Oh, he did get the engine up just in time. No shots.
BMP-1 with a rocket.
He's able to get on out of there, so... Oh, and hold on. Now he's got the MTLB, or MTLB, the BTR in his way. And the BMP skies it. Field goal.
He can't get out. We blocked him in with the Logi.
We blocked him in with the Logi, and enough time for an RPG hit in the side, and now he's on fire. He's got to choose. Kill the BTR or put out the fire.
He's dead. You don't have to come down here.
BMP crew in an absolute panic. This is the only time you'll ever see a BMP versus a BTR, and this BTR Logi win. Russians surrounding him. One crewman down. The second one trying to get the fire out. And he's very close. Looks like he does, and now you have an Insurgent Logi running in. Confusion all around. And the BMPs put out the fire, and they're able to get the BTR. Oh my goodness. There it goes. Finally, RPG knocks out the BMP, but not before he takes out the BTR. Absolute chaos in the streets of Fallujah. And Beeper's over here. I think he's lost. Beepers is lost. Insurgent just rolls up right next to the radio. And... oh, it's an IED! Oh my goodness!
Shit, thanks, I gotta go.
Nearly kills the entire squad. One lucky Russian. Able to hide around the corner. What a play. He actually tricked everybody. Even I didn't think he had an IED strapped on that. And there you go. Russian will be able to save that radio, but that was a great play. Nearly wiped everyone off. And hold on a second. Rockets coming in. Now it's Fritz trying to do the follow-up with the PPSH.
Footsteps on me. They're coming.
And it might just be able to do it. It's dropping the C4 explosive. Oh, unless he gets killed by his own rockets. Friendly UB-32 landing on the position. Radio is halfway down. Now he's got to bail, let the explosive do the work, and that's going to be back on bleed out. Insurgents. That's a huge radio kill.
We got hat marked on hat marked.
There it goes. Radio destroyed. And oh, you actually have their self right here. Knocks out one and isn't able to turn around to Demammal Man in time. And well, that might... I'm not saying the Russians are out of it, but they've lost their first fob over here. They're now losing their second fob on the south side of the objective, and the only one now is on the north side. Not necessarily bad, because they do still have an attacking fob, but more, you've just lost 40 tickets in radios. It's not accounting the vehicles you lost, not accounting the infantry squads that defended it. You're down to 106 tickets to 695. Russians need to be very careful. T-72 out on the east side, trying to take a look out, see if any other insurgent armor. BMP just rolling out of their main. But Oh, hold on a second. Oh, nearly pulled it off. Matthews actually trades. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Nearly trying to save the radio, Matthews, in the pile of insurgent bodies. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen. T-72 now rolling down Main Street. And knocks out an insurgent Logi. T-72, he's got insurgents right down by that van a couple blocks away, and he does have an RPG trying to pull it out, but he's not going to be able to get a shot off in time. T-72 rolling back down Main Street over to the tire fire. Insurgents all over this. We flip it on the right side. If he gets a little bit closer, you got Max up high, Cold, Own, Meh, a bunch of infantry. Operator Star Killer right next to him. He's actually always going to get stuck up on... So they were trying to dig up either barrels or something. T-72 getting stuck up on just some metal beams sticking out of the ground here. Need to get around it. It's going to give the... Oh, Insurgent, almost enough time. He lines up the rocket. RPG flies right overhead. T-72 is none the wiser. And AA truck versus T-72. I don't think that's ever going to be in the favor of the truck. Ural gets popped by the T-72. Easy kill. And that's another, I think, yeah, T-72. Oh, he's tracked, actually. T-72 gets tracked
We need some more bodies
from
on
the
point.
south side.
Capping slowly.
Trying to figure out where exactly, and oh, that might have been just in time. That is an IED bike, and I think he rolled up just close enough. And it does! IED bike with a massive kill on the T-72 right outside Cemetery. Tracked just in time, and the Insurgents scratch one huge MBT. And ain't nothing left. Holy crap. T-72 with just the worst timing to get tracked right there. And Cemetery is being captured about 60% to neutral. The downside is you only have 50 tickets.
Hold off. We can't lose any vehicles right now, so just let the infantry do the work.
There's been so many IDs. I want to take a look at exactly where the... I'm trying to figure out... It seems like there's another... Is it both T-72s down? I must be blind because I'm not seeing this second... Oh, he's still on the bridge. Sorry. Quick camera movement, and oh my goodness! IEDs! They actually had it blasted or set it around the entire cemetery. Had gotten the entire point just armed, just in case they started to lose it. And there's a handful of infantry still up for the Russians, maybe like 6 or 7. 48 tickets, UB-32 rockets coming in to just pepper the point too.
They cleared it out because they called the IEDs in, so there's probably no one else defending.
Yeah, as command says, they called the IEDs, so probably no more insurgents are left on the point, and that would be a good call. Just about neutral. Only a handful left. You got inside, you have major disappointment in Bill Clinton on the inside.
Was that half cleared out? Northeast.
Oh, I mean, he is in the White House. Lantern trying to full auto. More IEDs go off.
Are they in that rouge?
And, well, a couple more kills. Lantern goes down. Hoove also goes down. BTR on the outside gets tracked by a mine. And Cemetery, I think they'll be fine, though. There's not enough insurgent infantry. If you look on the map here, there's way too much blue. So they'll be able to kill a couple. It should be a relatively straightforward cap now. The real pressure is going to be on TV station, which is this next capture area, the rectangular prism here. You can see they're going to get 100 tickets to cap the next point, the Russians. So with 100 tickets, oh hey, is Yeah, hey, that was a dev. He was watching us. He's watching the watchers. Oh, sneaking in this. Oh, there he is. I see you. I see you watching. OWI checking out some eye in the sky from themselves. Point will be captured. 43 tickets, going to turn to 143. And let's see what the big assets for the Insurgents are. They have a BMP on the north side, which actually just popped a Lodgy here. Fatality Noob and Brat Capitan. And the T-72 has not moved off of the bridge. Finally, with the capture point, you think they'll probably rearm and then get back into the fight here. But hold on a second. Lucky. I think that's an IED bike, and it is! Knocks out a handful of infantry. Again, IED bikes are just... Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Russian infantry go down.
Is still up here near the C5.
The IED bikes have been relentless, and 127 tickets now to 617. So almost already back under 100 tickets even after the cap. And they have a long way to go, the Insurgents. BMP, we'll follow the BMP here for just a second because they are going to have some AT try to push them. Insurgent BMP rounding the corner, just causing havoc on the north side of Fallujah. But they need to be careful, the Insurgents here. There's no friendly infantry around them. You can see Russian moving right to left across, and he's probably going to get shot by coax if he spots them, but doesn't. BMP just strolling through, and this Hab nearby should.
He's still up in the area.
What?
Measures it.
Hold on a second. We might have BMP on BMP here. Insurgent BMP rounding the house, and you can see, well, there's the BMP2. So BMP2 against BMP1.
Anyone see it?
BMP2 might get caught surprise here. BMP1 turned off its engine and immediately kicks on the engine. BMP2 thought they heard it start back on, and this is going to be really interesting. BMP1 opens up with the autocannon, and that's going to be just about it. Oh, misses with the ATGM. Malyutka flies right by, and there you go.
BMP1 destroyed.
BMP1 destroyed, and just easy in the end for the Russian BMP crew. Good effort, but just could not even contest with that BMP unless they were able to ambush with the Malyutka. BMP2 is now going to go run around, and looks like Insurgent Lodgy rolling through again. And honestly, my bet is this is absolutely covered with IEDs. IEDs have been absolutely relentless for the Insurgents, and he's dialing it into the BMP. BMP crew needs to turn around and see it. Goes to open up, and oh, there it goes. Just barely catches him in time.
Enemy launcher destroyed.
And that would have been an IED right into the backside of the BMP. BMP able to live again, and now you can see him start moving out north, northeast. Going to try to flank around, and this is now the issue you're going to run into if you are Russian. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 whole blocks here. Capture zone is a rectangular prism, but you have 4 different apartment blocks that you can see here, all Insurgent controlled. 118 tickets. You're kind of bleeding vehicles at the moment. Seems like every other vehicle that gets pushed into the city gets blown up by an IED. And speaking of, T-72 rolling right down, heading towards the explosions. And he's got to be extremely careful here. pretty much locked in, actually. There's a lot of different barriers. These oil barrels also blocking that north road, so he's now just stuck on the main road as UB-32 rockets land all around him. This is a very nerve-wracking position to be in if you're a tank crew. As much fun as it is just driving through a city in a tank.
Command, I just got a AT down near you here, so there's infantry in the area.
One, you got your IEDs, IED drones, IED bikes. You got Insurgents. You can hear the PPSH just north here, and there it is. RPG. Very unlucky for the Insurgent not to hit the track. T-72 gonna shake it off and go north up the alleyway. And another one. Oh, that looked like an anti-tank grenade, actually. Yeah, you can see him dropping anti-tank grenades. That top-down attack, and oh, he sends a heat round right back to him. Coax taking out a lightly armored vehicle way down the road here. T-72 just, if he stays mobile and he works with his infantry, he can really do some damage here. Turn around, you had Camel and Chief. They were the ones harassing him earlier. They did go down ham slam up on the roof. So just a handful of infantry left around the T-72, and he's actually made it into the security of his infantry. And want to see if there's an IED drone or anything. Oh, hold on a second. We got the T-62 up now. So T-62...
I only have a rocket airstrike. That's it. Everything else still loading. We got 10 minutes.
I was just checking to see if there were mines there, and T-62 did hit a mine. Oh, and that's just so disappointing for the T-62 crew. You can see the Logi went around it. I think the crew just didn't see it. I'm guessing this was a friendly mine. So T-62 crew is now, they have to RTB. I'm not seeing any repair stations for the Insurgents. Maybe you get a repair station up here, but this is going to slow down. Oh, this is their IED factory. All right, if you guys have ever heard of IED factories in squad, this is exactly what you're talking about. You have Moody, Loyalty, Fritz, Cookie Rat. You get a fob out here, kind of off the point area. They have plenty of ammo, and they essentially, they have a sapper here. He's just chilling, and they load up on the IEDs. You also have Fritz here as a sapper, and you kind of rotate, so that way you rotate the team kills, because when you blow it up, sometimes you team kill your buddies. You don't want to get automatically vote banned from 5 team kills. So Fritz is going to roll on in, get his IEDs loaded up. And this is how it's done. Now that is a beauty.
Enemy heavy vehicle heading towards the command. What east of station near the mines?
Gotcha, thank you. They're going all in on IEDs on this.
Yeah, you heard this. Another IED actually blow up in the city. They're digging it down so it magically gets attached to the bike here. Now you got the IED bike Unicorn. It's beautiful.
You got a combat NG behind
absolutely
you.
Beautiful.
Enemy combat NG, like sapper.
Okay, so IED, they know there's a T-72 around. T-62 has gone south, and I think they're trying to set up a repair station. There's 600 build here, so they're going to try to set up a repair station somewhere on the south side. T-62 doesn't want to go in the city, especially knowing that there's at least one more tank, BMP as well, around. You don't want to mess around with that with half health or even 3/4 health. So IED factory is up and running. T-72, we just heard it fire center of the city here. And that fire should now mark it on the map. Once it's marked on the map, we should see Mr. IEDs rolling in. You also have SPG, the Mammal Man, hiding in the corner here.
Attack approach for TV station right now. We got 3 angles. Let's try and make this work.
T-72, this is really nervy from the T-72. T-72 dodges an RPG. does a little dry smoke and keeps pushing up the road. And he might run into this SPG techie in front of him. Oh, he misses his shot. SPG techie, this is his moment. And he hits it, but he doesn't track or anything. SPG slams into the front plate of that T-72, shrugs it off, and then sends a heat right back through the front cab.
Yep, we're pushing.
T-72 should hear that T-62 now. And you can hear him on comms. They say, we hear him, we're pushing. T-72 crews, tank crews in general, especially in urban fighting, it's all on comms.
Down I have, it's on mark 5.
You need to keep your ears up, and they might be getting a repair station. Oh, the hab is actually overrun, so you have Cookie Rat in the back trying to dig down that radio, and T-72... Uh-oh. Yeah, John trying to get that IED from the IED factory. JQR, rather. That should blow up the Logi at least. So we'll get a vehicle kill. There it goes.
Yeah, understood.
So they're going to lose this Logi. They're going to lose the radio. That's another 20 tickets. You're going to be looking at 60 tickets for the... hold on, where'd the T-62 go? Did they lose the 262? No way they lost the 262. Am I blind?
We got one shiv. We need more bodies on point.
I actually don't know where the T-62 went. Well, T-72 right next to the BMP.
Score 3, watch out, you got
Yes,
bomb in that
accurate.
building. Don't get your guys in there.
They're calling it still accurate. I'm not sure what that mark is. Must be somewhere in the middle of the city.
Which direction he's watching?
Stand by, I can tell you.
T-72. This is a bit dangerous. He's rolling up to this block area, trying to put some heat into it, and oh, this is just... You don't want to be stuck in here. The only way the T-72 can move now is from behind. Rockets coming in. Trying to just
Got the radio
blow his
south.
way through.
It's deactivated, but we need help.
And those, I mean, these sand barrels are tough, dude. And should finally have an entrance. Oh, just a little too fat. Oh, and there's an IED drone above him. Oh no! IED drone takes advantage of the stuck T-72, and out of nowhere, there it goes. Hey, well, T-72 doesn't have to worry about those barrels anymore because they are gone. T-72 obliterated.
Mortar barrage, yep.
And IED Factory does its job once again. This has just been non-stop IEDs. And a TV station is actually being secured. They can do it. This is...
Next ticket is going to be another tough one as well.
This is going to be probably one of the closest eye in the sky. Oh my goodness! IEDs blow up and knocks out almost a full squad. 6, 7, 8, or 9. We're seeing taken out by that. And more! Every single position seems to be IED'd. And that actually might give the Insurgents enough time to push back in. You see a Tonk, Scob, Modalist all coming in. The USMC Saw looks like he's actually holding a really good corner, keeping infantry from pushing in. Major Disappointment also trying to run in. It is 95% until they can cap, and they only have 21 tickets left, the Russians. Oh my goodness, the BMP just lights up the Insurgents. I mean, look at this angle, the BMP just tearing through. But needs to be very careful because IEDs have been the name of the game. You lose a BMP to IEDs here, and that's just about GG. Another vehicle pops, and that is now 15 tickets, so...
Let me know where you want the next tab up.
Matt is now trying to run in, and looks like he's going to make it. Comrade Stalin up on the top of the roof. And he does go down, actually down in the alleyway, so about 45 seconds or so to cap, 30 seconds. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look to see if there's any other IED potentials, because that would tear... Oh, hold on a second. Here we go. Lucky.
Yeah, I tell you guys not to give up.
All right, guys. This is the potential game winner. Right here. The potential game winner. They know where the BMP is. They are losing their point. If they can destroy the BMP, the game will end. All on this IED bike. Oh, there's two. They're oh, they capped it. Russians did cap it, so 115 tickets. But at the very least, you want to take out as many vehicles as possible. BMP now getting charged by two IED bikes. Oh, it takes out one, but the other one rolls up. It might be just enough time. Oh my goodness, and it just barely misses the BMP. BMP. Barely rolling away as both IED bikes explode meters in front of them. BMP is okay, but the BTR is gone, the HAB is gone, the radio, everything that used to exist there is gone.
North is probably safer. I would hold off.
No, yeah, north.
BMP had gone up to try to save the radio or do something. They were so close on there, or maybe save a vehicle, just get out of the city, and runs right into those bikes. Very, very close, but 100 tickets now. This could very well be a single-digit game.
It's probably safer to get to as well.
They've been losing about 130 tickets now per point, and as you can see, they only have 100 tickets, so, well, you need to fix that ratio. BMP rolling right down the city, and you got plenty of friendly infantry in front. He's already smoking a little bit.
Hey, we're taking down this radio.
And this is a very rough looking city here.
We have three chefs on the point. Take it right now.
We are not. There's so much of it is.
I think that is, oh, that's the BMP-1. BMP-1 on the other side of the excavator. BMP-2, not sure if he sees him yet. BMP-1 is now side armor. BMP-2 crew. That smoke is actually preventing him from seeing it. BMP-1 might actually have an opportunity. Oh, and he's out now. Faced his armor. And BMP-1 looks like he's trying to fire. No, he's just driving forward and drive smoking. BMP-2 must not have actually seen him. Unbelievable. It's like... Do they both not see each other? Or they just, maybe they're just hold down enough that they might not see him. But T-72, oh, BTR, rather. They're just this mound right in front of them. Now you should see them. Uh-oh, no, BMP-2 is actually hidden behind, and now BMP-1 had swapped to his coax and should get absolutely blasted now. And there it goes, just one taps him. Are you kidding me? What a shot!
It's up to you, your call.
BMP-2 rolls out, and the crew just control alt deletes the insurgent BMP. What a shot! 95 tickets to 406, and I think they're already capping Commercial District North. Insurgents have fumbled this one here because they had no spawn on the north side, so insurgents were stuck on the south. Russians able to quickly just walk on over, and what might have been a really close game,
Okay, I'll hold on.
it might turn into a domino unless there's... Oh, they're just trying to set up a fob now. Bill Clinton getting his Logi up on Bazaar.
Yeah, BMP's dead.
Oh, and we missed it. Hey, Moi, stop looking at the map. I'm sorry, there's so many IEDs. Another IED takes out the BMP, and the IED factory wins again.
Dude, that BMP is eviscerated. It doesn't even exist.
Hey, you might need to push up to put a half down so we have a close spawn point because the closest spawn is all the way back
Rockets
there.
landing
Just gonna
all
keep
over the
sticking
city.
down.
And it's like, you need to have like a separate map here just so I know where the IEDs are rolling.
Hold on, will you talk to me?
Oh, this is the problem. Look, the entire insurgent team is now spawned up at the IED factory because there isn't another spawn. That's actually been the real problem. That it's too far away to do anything. There's no proper defensive fob. So the team is now an IED factory fob is not a bad idea. But all these type of off-point fobs, if you have a team spawn and you lose your other team spawns, you can really scuff your team because everyone will just... Hey, I got a spawn. I'll just shift W and, well, there you go. 100 more tickets will go up for the Russians because Commercial District North just about secured a handful of infantry trying to prevent it from happening.
Okay, can you roll
But
backward a little
really
bit?
not going to be able to do anything. Spow Pow, Mad Bros, Cold, Modus over here.
Toward you or back?
Really not going to be able to do much. $77 tickets, about to be 177. And still want to take an eye out, see... Yeah, I'm guessing the T-62 must have gone somewhere.
Nice, good job, boys.
Got another IED bike taking the long way, and he's probably going to go... Oh, they actually might catch the BMP perfectly. Oh, he's got a passenger IED techie, or IED bike, as a buddy on the back, and that's the sapper in the back. Should be the one calling it on his cell phone here. Oh! Oh no, they bounce off the median! The Great Escape! Oh, they just ran right into the side of a building. Now he's going to try to turn, and he's going to be able to do it in time. He does. Panic setting in, and he just keeps running into walls. BMP2 does not want to go down to an IED bike. He's going to have to take the long way around. Oh, and there he is. I think the BMP might have spotted him. Oh no, his turret is facing directly south. And now they're going to come to a head up here. BMP should see him. Oh, and there he goes. Oh, man. Good effort, but they crossed the main road at just the worst time, that ID crew. 169. Nice. Tickets left since Commercial District does go down. Insurgents. I'm confused here. Insurgents get 2 halves for a fob, and they've only decided to build 1. And look at this. We have Boggy, the combat engineer, and he's going to roll up to a radio that has a Logi right next to it. That is that's how you lose radios, guys. That is how you lose radios. He's going to rock up to this thing. It's going to have a Logi right next to it, and this thing will be going down here soon. Just kind of laziness. Whenever you drop radios, you also need to move your Logi, or you're just highlighting, underlining, bolding, whatever your radio for the enemies. And here, the BMP. Uh-oh. I don't think he realizes how close to the IED factory he really is. Right here, this building, dead center of your screen, that's the IED factory. And let's look at any IEDs that are cooking. Looks like they are getting one. IED factory. We should see a nice IED bike kicking out the front here in a second. BMP. Oh, there it is. And BMP, well, you're in the perfect spot for it. UB-32's now raining down on the point. BMP is in a good spot, but the downside is here, now you're going to have plenty of IEDs. They're going to now... They've been kind of lazy. IED crew, they're getting confident right now. They need to take some evasive. They need to have some scouts pointed out to get some actual eyes on this armor. But IEDs have been the name of the game and have cost so many tickets for the Russians. Now have 164 to 344. Insurgents do need to be careful. They're starting to lose a lot of tickets. UB-32 rockets now landing in as well.
Roger, we're pushing the enemy radio here.
Good rocket blast here. And trying to figure out what this armor is that's rolling around here. You have a Russian BTR, which, oh, this is like the beginning. Grizzly next to a BTR. And Steffers, Scruff McGruff, Chum Lee, Anderson all rolling in. Anderson going to run into Mr. Pooh. Mr. Pooh goes down.
Multiple front.
What's that on your observe?
Oh, swaps to the GL. He actually kills himself with his own grenade launcher. Oh my goodness, just a little too close. And Insurgents dragging his buddy back. Russians bounding up the alley.
Where you are.
And he's gonna, oh, this is big brain move. He's going for the flank. Knocks out one, knocks out two, knocks out three.
Hey, there's a marksman in the mosque.
What a flank.
Marksman in the mosque.
Chum Lee.
Hey, did you just lose that? Yeah.
Oh, and hold on. He's got to be careful now. You got buddies coming in. Lucky just spawning in. And he has his rifle up. And Chum Lee's going to get caught with his bandage up. Hold on a second. Oh, Anderson goes down. He's going to insta-die since he was just picked up.
Do you know how to put a hat down?
Can you put the hat where you are? Rally nearby. I'm gonna just.
And he's going to go toss the grenade and it bounces. Oh, it bounced on the other side of the fence. Saved by the physics of that. Bandage now coming back up. Russian tossing a grenade and that's going to hurt. Oh crap indeed. Insurgents finally knock him out. 147 tickets, and they're just slowly starting to get into the city here. Grizzly once again finds that radio. 54 Bravo sitting tight on it. Steffers as well. They're gonna try to just get a hab up on point. And you can see Insurgents already marked it. Grizzly was just rocking up on the top side as that BTR rolled in. So once again, right place, right time. 146 tickets to 324. It's going to be close, dude. It's going to be close.
That's all we got.
T-72 should be up. I don't know.
To be fair, there's a building.
One of them is up. Oh, and they're on the north side.
Hey, can you get to that fob creation mark, and my Logi will meet you there? Is that possible?
Well, Russian armor on the outskirts of the city just north, and
Yeah, go ahead. That's what it.
I think this IED bike's got their name on it. Russian armor being so out, I mean, this is just out of the way. Very dangerous position. You have no infantry support. BMP should be an easy kill for the IED bike.
Okay.
And he comes rolling in, and that looks like it's about to maybe.
A lot of infantry about to be on the radio.
Is he not pulling? You gotta fire it. Oh my goodness!
Thank you.
They never put it on the bike! Oh my goodness, they put it back at their own place! What a catastrophe! IEDs were never put on the bike, and the IED factory has blown themselves up!
Is that a bike?
It was a bike.
Was that Bucker?
He survived HE into head.
Oh my goodness! I have no idea. I don't even understand what just happened. Yep. There's no one left alive here at the IED factory. And Insurgents have to pick themselves back up and try again. Absolutely hilarious. Oh, man. All right, so, oh, hold on a second. And now we got a T-72 against T-62 fight. And the T-62 is just about donezo. Oh, it is.
Need help?
No, we got
T-62, well, went to the wrong neighborhood. T-72 is going to roll on right by. I don't think he even had that much damage. No. T-72 just way too strong. And this is now, look, we have a hat. You have in 2 lats. So this T-72 is not out of the woods yet. T-72 is going to RTB. And he's going to RTB in a very straight, empty part of the map. If the Insurgents have RPG 28s, or sorry, RPG 29s, and they might. There it is. Look at that giant RPG.
He in fact hit a mine. Yep. Fucking.
And Coax right on it. Gunner. Just Johnny on the spot with that. You also have Insurgents off to the left. And he should be good now. JQR goes down. Another Insurgent lat goes down. Cookie Rat. Oh, just barely misses. Hits the rail. And the tank will be safe. Good defensive smoke to conceal his position. And they are out of there. 105 tickets. And it's all down to Market. Or sorry, Bazaar rather. Market's right behind it. Insurgents, they also need to be very careful. They're starting to lose a lot of tickets, 270. And look at this capture area. It is about to be a Russian point, and they have started the neutral. Russians are spilling onto the objective, and Insurgents,
I think you're getting shadowed.
they haven't ever built more than one hab. It's just very confusing. Russians are, I think they might win this on tickets even. AA Battery, Lucky, Haroon, Lil Blicky, Max, and Beepers, the Insurgents on the objective here. But there's just way too many Russians.
Hab's located northern side of the bazaar.
Oh my goodness, Ramirez runs over a mine and gets absolutely blown to pieces. Another vehicle going down for the Russians. And now Russian infantry trying to push this hab area. Oh, there you go. Insurgents are holding it.
On the roof, No, guys, the radio, put the radio. He's on the radio. Just go for radio, radio.
This is a hell of a last stand. Insurgents just stacking bodies right outside the radio, and now the hab is halfway down. Russians just, I mean, they gotta go for it. You gotta push it. BMP is out on the east side too, trying to see just how many Insurgents. Okay, so Bazaar is just about neutral.
No one give up. No one give up. Right here, kill this guy.
93 tickets. If the Insurgents can get this hab back up, they only have Jay Hoove. You see him right in here. Is the only infantry next to the hab that could try to overrun it, unless Scruff McGruff gets a bit closer, or Big Mark. Major disappointment in the middle of Bazaar as well. So Insurgents. Oh, Insurgents have gone down. There's no more Insurgents around the radio and hab. That looks to be a wipe. And now all the
Enemy
insurgents,
heading south.
look at this, guys. Look at how many insurgents are just not on the objective. They're spawning on their rally. They need to pour out of that rally and get onto the point. 91 tickets, and it is, they have less than a minute, the insurgents, in order to push in.
Yeah, enemy
The
BMPs
hab is
hanging
overrun.
east
This is the
of
second
our
hab, kind of right where Lucky and Bill are. If they can kill a handful more of infantry, the insurgents, and they're able to clear out the hab, and the team can spawn back in. But this is probably going to be a Russian cap, just absolutely grinding through the urban combat. Scruff McGruff, Easy HP, Wiener Master, Operator Redbeard. Yeah, that's going to be a good cap. The last push by the insurgents here. Comrade Stalin running in. And look at all the Russians just right on the other side of this bizarre market with them.
Just take fresh one and leave his
Fritz going full auto. Store knocks out Stalin. And you just need to stay on the point. There's not enough insurgents to stop the cap. So Camel goes down. Steffers going full auto. And he's going with the pistol.
We almost
He's trying to go for the... And he eventually does go down. Oh my goodness. That's too funny. It is nearly capped.
Yeah, we got it.
90%.
yeah, we're about to pincer move it, so it should be fine.
And I just don't think there's enough insurgents on the objective to stop that cap. And there it goes. 182 tickets to 230.
Good shit.
This is an even ball game. Going to come down to market, and it's going to be a ticket game, I'm thinking. And the insurgents, honestly, at the rate that they've lost tickets, insurgents might lose this on tickets.
Market's gonna be tough. We have to get far east.
Trying to look at the IED factory again, look at some vehicles.
Hey, Nine, are you grabbing that Logi? Are you grabbing another one?
So there's a BMP down south here for the insurgents. There's some IED, looks like Comrade Stalin, maybe in an IED bike up on the north side. There's a BMP for the Russians waiting at Main. There's a T-72 at Main. A couple BTR Logis. The Russians are in a very good spot to attack the next objective if they keep up with the momentum. If they get bogged
Maybe
down...
we should set up a northern hab, because we can control the main road, but I don't know. I don't think just southern will do.
Well, IED's about to go
Block
off.
the entire-
And there it goes. Wow, knocks out everyone inside.
Yeah, definitely gonna use.
And
already
one or
the
two
market
friendlies as
before we
well,
all
but
push in.
I think they're happy with that. Oh, another one. And, oh, that one actually knocked out a couple on the outskirts. So, insurgents
Like, if we place it in G5, we can
popping their
place it on
IEDs
hab.
is one last little hurrah.
Like on my move mark, on the one's move mark.
And BMP, he should. I'm trying to see. There's no AT to bug him on the way back out.
I have my Logi north side, so maybe one of your guys can meet me at the...
Not going to have any vehicles to worry about right now unless you are
Yeah, I'm spawned,
Russia.
I spawned at
Russia
the
just
Faber
has that
here, so
insurgent BMP.
you just pick me
The
up on
insurgents, they probably still have 5 or so minutes before another BMP or the T-72 makes it to the field. BMP is all the way, and he's just crossing the river right now. I think Russians might even be leaving the T-72 right now. Actually, a very, very big surprise.
You hit mine too.
Russians have picked the armor, the tank brigade, but for their last point, actually electing not to use it. Maverick setting up a fob out on the east side. So the radio is down for the insurgents, defensive radio. They now have their 2 habs up. One right where they're all spawning just below us, as well as just a little northeast here. Personally, I'd like to see a hab on this side and also a hab more on this side. It's pretty close to overrun both of them if they get pushed. But UB-32 rockets landing on Bazaar. 107. I mean, this is what we're talking about. 170 tickets to 183.
Southwest instead.
Russians. There's a point in every game of invasion where you, as an invader, feel confident in your ticket bleed. They've been low a couple times, but they've been managing it pretty well. Then there's also a point in invasion as defenders where you realize you're giving up way too much. Around the second or third point, it's always good. Sober actually gets absolutely blasted from a frag round. What a shot. Way downtown. Defenders, it's always good around the second or third cap. You need to start playing less as spammy. And oh my goodness, Big Mark and Matthews again from way downtown. M212 Rapira anti-tank gun has just lived up to his name. Jeez, I mean, he is absolutely sending these things. And oh my god, he knocks out two more. Lord Pikachu and Petey as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far from Rapira. Absolutely slaying with the frag rounds.
Squad 2, apparently got a BMP on this road.
What I'm trying to say, and Rapira is distracting me because he's such a goddamn good shot, is that as defenders, you need to all of a sudden swap from playing invasion, spammy respawning, to playing squad where you wait for your medics, where you don't give up immediately, where you get your revives, and your IED factory. You might want to swap from your lodges. You want to swap to your bikes. So UB-32s still laying into Bazaar. You can see nearly all the Russians dead on the south side. 166 tickets to 172. It's about even here. Really calm all of a sudden. Insurgents. So one thing that does slow down this tank brigade, and you guys might be seeing it now.
Hey, before you place that down, do you want me to already barrage mark it?
BMP. BMP-1 is just looking down the barrel of his gun and realizing he's got a whole tank column pushing. T-72 and a BMP-2 just within 100 meters of him.
East, are you encountering infantry east?
And oh no, it nailed it!
Not a whole lot. We'll find out.
Malyutka into the front of the T-72, and he's gonna have to defensive smoke. Malyutka just barely missing the top of that concrete fence. And that tank nearly goes down to the Malyutka. Perfect positioning for this BMP-1. And is he gonna push out and try to finish this kill? Might be a very brave BMP crew. Oh, and he's going for it. I'm gonna swap to Malyutka again.
Right there, that works too.
And hope he's got a straight view here. Oh. Well, he's gonna see a BTR now instead. BTR is gonna be caught just staring down the barrel of a BMP, and there it goes. Doesn't waste the Malyutka, and oh, RPG gets skied. Oh, and the tandem misses, and the Malyutka misses. Oh my goodness, the BTR just wasted like 500, 600 worth of ammo. IED blast right behind him, and the BMP. Uh-oh, there it is. BMP turns the corner, and there it goes. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? BMP-2 with the play of the game. Tracked, smoking, engined, and ambushes the ambusher. BMP-1 goes down. What a kill by the BMP-2.
5 squad 4 needs assistance. I'm tracked.
Unbelievable.
Squad 5's done a nice one.
Gonna take
We got it down.
Okay.
There we go. Just want to take a look to see what we got around them. And BMP-2 now just has to worry about, look at all this infantry on the other side, and there it goes. RPG into the side, and that's going to kick off a fire. Oh, and well, they said, hey, it would be really cool if we were able to see the visual effects of this thing exploding, but no. What are we doing? I'm sorry, that's my, it's important, guys. My freaking accountant called me. I have to take their call. I have to do it. I have to take a call. Now my wife's like, well, what did the accountant say? We'll talk later.
I have to.
He said good things.
Further east is it?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, hey, remember how we said it's going to be a really close game? Well, it is going to be a really close game. Russians pushing in from the southwest side of the objective, and they have finally pushed in. Nearly just started decap here. Market going down. They have about a minute and a half, nearly 2 minutes to make this happen, and only 15 tickets for the Insurgents. It is going to, we're going to turn this off because it screws up the end screen. But Insurgents, we said they needed to flip the switch and stop giving up, and it looks like they haven't been able to. IED is now blowing up though. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this. 13 tickets to 46. Hold on a second, the cap is still on. Insurgents, they need to get some big kills here. I'm trying to see any other big assets that can happen. Nope. Nope. It's really all on the infantry here. 45 tickets to 12, and I think it will be a ticket win. What a game. IEDs also going off, but they also killed some friendlies. 41 tickets to 7. Did that stop the cap? It didn't. Still didn't stop the cap, and hold on a second. Insurgents, they need to kill something. I don't think they're going to be able to. Logistic Earth on the north side. Matthews as well. Noiville. 2 tickets, 38 to 1. And there it is. What a game. And all from the infantry grind. 459 kills to 314. 174 revives. That won the game right there. To 85. What a game. I mean, these revives. Look, Chum-Li with 23 revives. Commissar Dragon with 16. Lord Pikachu 23. What a game. Jeez.